Good morning, everyone. Today I'm here with a new topic, that is verbs. The topic which you have studied earlier also. So let's revise the content which you have already learned and learn something new. So I hope you all are ready. So verbs, as you know, verbs are action words that tell what we are doing. Yes, that tell what we are doing. As you all read sentences, and you know sentences can be divided into two parts, subject and predicate. Means a sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. The subject states what a sentence is about, and the predicate makes a statement about the subject. Right? If I tell you some examples like all the children sang the song, the list is very long. The juggler played with 4 balls. You have read the book. Ruby is an intelligent child. So here let's try to find out what are verbs. In one sentence I have told you Ruby is an intelligent child. So here is the verb. All the children sang the song. Sang is the verb. So here we can come to know that verbs can express some action, being or possession. Let's define verb. Verb is a word used to describe an action, a state of occurrence, and forming the main part of the predicate of a sentence. Now we'll see a verb may tell us what? Yes, what a person or thing does. Means what is the action going on. Ali laughs. The clock strikes. Maria works hard. So here your action words are laughs, strikes and works. Right? Second, what is done to a person or thing, as Sarah was scolded. So who was scolded here? That is Sarah, means it is a subject. And what happened to Sarah? So, or whom is the verb refer here? That is scolded. The window is broken. So what happened to window? It is broken. So scolded and broken are the verbs here. Third, what a person or a thing is, as. Okay, so when we say something about a person or a thing, that time also we use some kind of verbs. Let's see in these sentences. The cat is dead. So sentence is about cat, that it is dead. Glass is brittle. I feel sorry. She is late in the class. So here is dead, is brittle, feel and is late are verbs. So I think it is clear now that a verb denote action or being or possession. All sentences must have a verb with a subject. Now how? Only a subject and sentence, a verb can make a sentence. Like Ram runs. Player wins. Let's take some more examples. The juggler played with 4 balls. All the children sang the song. The list is very long. The players were happy. The nightingale has a sweet voice. These roses are beautiful. So here if we see the first and second sentences where we can see the verb played and sing. That denotes action. The list is very long and the players were happy. So here the verbs are, is and were. They are showing, referring to being. Being what? And the nightingale has a sweet voice. These roses are beautiful. Or these roses has beautiful color. So has is showing the position and are is again being. Let's know more about object of a verb. As we have seen before, the subject of the verb refers to what a sentence is about, and the predicate makes a statement about the subject. So here we'll find what is the object to the verb. Hardik caught the ball. So who caught the ball will give us the answer for subject. And caught, what caught. So Hardik caught what, or then we'll get the answer of object. So caught what? The answer will be the ball. The patient needs medicine. Who needs medicine? That will give us subject. But if I ask what needs what, then it will answer medicine, and that is object to the verb. The teacher praised the child. Who praised? That will be subject. And praised whom? That will be object. So the child is the object here for the verb praised. My father loves me. Who loves me? My father, that is subject. And loves whom? That is me. Means me is the object in this sentence. So what need to remember? If we ask a question using the verb and the word what or whom, the answer of the object will be the object to the verb. So what we are going to ask, if we want to find the object of the verb, we'll ask what or whom to the verb. Now, some sentences have more than one object. We can call them direct and indirect objects. Let's take one example. Some verbs have two objects like mother made me a green salad. Now, first question, made what? A green salad. And made whom? To me. That is object 1 and object 2. Now, how to find out direct object and indirect object? It's very easy. I'll give you a trick. Now, what's the trick here? So, the answer to what question will give you direct object, and answer to whom question will give you indirect object. Means here in this sentence, answer to what is a green salad. So that will be your direct object, and answer to whom is me. So me will be your indirect object. One more hint I'll give you. The indirect object always goes before the direct object. Means here also you can see me is before a green salad. Means indirect object always comes before the direct object. Let's take some more example. He gave his teacher an apple. He is subject, gave is verb, his teacher and an apple. Now which one? Again you remember. So he gave whom? Whom? His teacher. That is indirect object. And what? An apple. So it is direct object. John bought his son a present. Whom? His son. Indirect object. And a present? Direct object. What? A present. Direct object. If we want to define indirect object, we can say the recipient of the direct object is indirect object. He gave the pirate a chance. He gave. Gave is the verb. Who received it here? That is the pirate, means the indirect object, or we can call whom. And if we ask what he received, so he received a chance. So that is direct object. Now it's practice time. Underline the direct object, circle the indirect object in the following sentences. Pause your screen, attempt it, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, do practice. Keep healthy and safe. Thank you.